Welcome back to another episode of MSU Tonight. I am host Drayton Charlton Parent alongside Zach Simmons, and we got a good one in store for you this evening, eh, Zach?
That's right, Drayton. Fall is officially underway on campus, and there's much to discuss. Another episode of MSU Tonight starts right now.
Get ready, racers. Tonight, we'll talk about some upcoming dates you need to know, plus a surprise interview and a fun, festive challenge.
Now for one of our favorite segments, Hot Topics.
This Saturday night, October 19th, the National Panhellenic Council of Murray State University is presenting the 2024 Homecoming Step Show. This will take place at Lovett Auditorium with the doors opening at 6:30 p.m. and the show beginning at 7. Pre-sale tickets are $10 and will be available this week leading up to the event. Tickets will also be available at the door for $15. This show will be hosted by Bethel Miles, and our very own Joe Reeves will be the DJ. Make sure to clear your calendar and come support your fellow racers Saturday night.
If you're looking for a job on campus, WKMS is looking for student reporters. It is a paid job where you can work up to 20 hours a week, gaining real-world experience with opportunities for your stories to be heard across the state and nation. To apply, send an email to Derek Operle at doperle@murraystate.edu and fill out an application on Handshake.
It's that time of year again, homecoming. Fraternities and sororities across campus are gearing up for the big parade, and the excitement is building. These students are hard at work preparing their float. We met with some of the members of Alpha Gamma Rho and watched them work on their parade float. We also spoke with homecoming candidate Maggie Blazina from Alpha Omicron Pi about the parade details.
Hi, my name is Maggie, and I'm an ALPI here at Murray State with majors in public relations and minors in agriculture and nonprofit leadership. This year we're partnering up with AGR for homecoming, and the parade will start at 9:30 in downtown Murray. And we are so thrilled to be able to have a great parade and share it with all of Murray State. Thank you.
Be sure to vote for homecoming king and queen. Elections open today and close tomorrow at midnight.
Recently, one of our teammates got us some shots of the latest show taking up the 6th floor gallery. If you're visiting the Fine Arts building at Murray State University this October, visit the 6th floor art gallery to see its latest exhibition, The Back of the Moon, by artist Caroline Burton. Designed in full by an alum of Murray State University, The Back of the Moon is a large sweeping collection of canvas paintings. While very few have any trace of color to them, being mostly a collection of grayscale work, each one focuses heavily on repetition, balance, and texture. According to the artist, the show takes inspiration from her Finnish heritage, as well as landscapes and architecture. While meaning behind the art pieces may not be clear to most, Miss Burton's work has an underlying story layered beneath. And while it may not be a message that initially catches your eye, it is artistic expression at its absolute finest. Using a mixture of skills from painting to printmaking, patterns and shapes are pressed into the unstretched canvases to create something truly unique. The gallery will be hosting this exhibition all the way through to the 29th of October, ensuring all who wish to can take joy in the works of Miss Burton. So be sure to take in The Back of the Moon in its entirety while it remains at Murray State University.
And that wraps up Hot Topics, but don't go anywhere, because up next we'll be chatting with our very own Joe Reeves, aka DJ Karuk.
Plus later on, we'll be trying our hands at some pumpkin carving. MSU Tonight, we'll be right back.
And special guest, our very own Joe Reeves. Now, Joe, you are a DJ. What is your DJ name?
My DJ name is DJ Karuk.
Karuk. Is there any sort of significance to Karuk?
Yes, Karuk is a name my father and I came up with years ago when I first got into DJing. A lot of people really don't know what they mean. A lot of people really don't know how to say it. You know, they say Karuk. Sometimes they throw an N in there, say crunk. I don't know. But Karuk is a native for grizzly bears, sorry. And, you know, if you ever watched the TV series, what's it called? Gosh, I cannot think the name of it right now. Airbender.
Avatar.
Avatar, yes. If you ever watched the TV series Avatar, not the movie, there was a character that wore a polar bear skin over his head, and his name was Karuk. So it's a little, you know, background to it, but it just essentially means bear.
So now as a DJ, when you take gigs, what does that look like? Who do you play for? What kind of venues do you go to? And also, you make good money?
Yes, I do make pretty good money. I do a mixture of events. This week is homecoming, it's pretty busy. I do a lot of stuff on campus, and then I do a lot of personal events. I started out in Paducah, so I still got a lot of business there, but I'm growing elsewhere. I've done stuff in Louisville. I did some 2 weekends ago. I've done stuff in neighboring, states, but typical is birthday parties, private parties, and then school events.
See, you said private parties, and that gets me to thinking. I know you got a couple of cool stories to tell about your DJing days. So tell me, what's like the coolest story you got from DJing?
So the coolest story I would have to say, gosh, is I'm gonna go with something wholesome and just speak about the first time that I threw a party myself. It was my birthday party, my 14th birthday party. I had zero expectations. I had no idea how it was going to go. This was before I even started using a turntable. I was just cheating and using Spotify. And I had a 14th birthday party. I promoted it in middle school, I think, or freshman year, something like that. And all my friends came, and I, DJ'd. It was a cool experience, and it was just, that was what really kick-started this whole plethora of events, and just this I don't want to say gift, but like just something that I really have passion for, and it's just I would say that's my coolest story, just because it is. I wouldn't have any other stories without that experience.
So that moment right there when you were 14, that was sort of where you figured out you were good at this DJ thing,
yeah.
And that's what made you want to get into it?
Exactly. A lot of people think being good is being able to scratch, mix, whatever on the table. Crowd control. A DJ, if you can control the crowd, if you can keep everybody moving, keep everybody having a good time, that establishes you as a good DJ. And I don't want to say I was the best 14-year-old DJ, whatever, but I did that job. I made sure all my peers, classmates, whatever, had a good time. I had a good time. That to me is what a good DJ is.
Now, fortunately for me, I feel like I've been in some spots where there's been some good DJs. I've also been in some spots where there's some bad DJs. So what do you think makes a good DJ? What makes you a good DJ? So
piggybacking off of what I said, just keeping the crowd going. You got to have a good sense of music. You got to be able to understand and read a crowd. You can't just go up there and play the songs that you specifically like, or if you keep getting these requests and just play whatever is being requested, you got to turn down some people. There's gonna be people that try to throw you money. I'll tell you this, one time I was in this club, this guy tried to give me $100 to play his personal song, and I had to tell him, man, I'm getting paid more by the guy that's hosting this event, so I can't even do that, because if I play your song, everybody's gonna leave the dance floor. Nobody's trying to hear your music. I'm sorry. So you gotta make tough decisions. You gotta be mean sometimes, but you gotta be real, because at the end of the day, the money that you make from the man that hired you is more important than anything else. And as long as you can make him happy and make the people on the floor happy, then you winning. You keep getting booked. That's the main thing. If you could get through the night and keep everybody happy and establish yourself to get booked the next weekend, then the weekend after that, then you are doing your job as a DJ.
So now my biggest question for a DJ like yourself would be, what feels the best when you're on stage? I would imagine it's when the crowd starts dancing and you can tell they're getting into it. Is that when you start to feel like, okay, this is a good night, we're gonna run this night?
Surprisingly, that's not the best feeling. That is a great feeling, but I would tell you the best feeling is when one drunk dude, or it could be a sober person, come up to you and be like, bro, that last mix you did was so hard, whatever. They might be drunk, but I've always believed that your drunk thoughts is your real thoughts. That's how you really feel. So I really appreciate, the people that come up and genuinely, themselves tell me how good of a job I'm doing. Of course, if I hear people on the floor, singing a song or whatever, or having a good time, of course I know I'm doing a good job. But when they come up there individually and tell me that I'm doing a good job, that means more than anything else.
Yeah, and I definitely would agree with you. I think compliments from drunk people just feel so good.
I mean, for real.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for sitting down and interviewing with me.
Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
So this is Joe Reeves, great DJ, and this has been a fantastic interview. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now we're gonna be speed carving pumpkins. We have 7-minute timer. I've never carved a pumpkin.
I've been carving them on my own since I was 12.
Yeah, so.
I
Okay,
have a little more experience.
we have 7 minutes starting now.
Oh dear, I really hope I have enough time to do this.
What did you carve on your pumpkin when you were 12?
Oh, God only knows. At that point, I just did the standard pumpkin. You know, a triangular mouth, circular eyes, little pupil inside. But for the last few years, I've repeatedly carved my face into pumpkins.
Oh.
No, I want to make it clear. I have not carved my face into pumpkins. I have an artistic representation of my face that I always use because, well, I don't hate myself enough to go into that much detail.
Yeah, that would be too timely.
Oh, it'd be miserable. 7 minutes, though. I feel like this should have been a challenge segment. Don't you?
Well, maybe it is a challenge.
What? Best pumpkin wins? What do I win? Someone had better get me dinner or something if I win, because I didn't bring any money today, and I'm hungry.
I don't know.
Yeah, $3. I heard $3. Can we bump that up to $5 so I have enough to buy a bad gas station
Hey, what if
burger?
I win?
If you win, you get a high five. What does she get if she wins? Does anyone have any ideas?
I get.
A crisp high five.
I don't want anything.
I'd like a crisp $5 bill. Okay. Oh, nearly forgot the eyes. I don't know how I did that. Crap.
What's your most memorable Halloween costume?
My most memorable Halloween costume was actually from 2 years ago, before I started going here. I went to work dressed as Beetlejuice.
Oh, what was work?
Work was Lowe's. That was where I worked before I decided to go back to college.
Was that like encouraged to wear a costume or like?
Oh yeah, we had a costume contest. I spent, I believe, $100 on mine to make it perfect, and I still have it. Still have my hair dye as well somewhere.
So it was really just an investment.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Jeez, this is such a hard process. I always forget how long this takes. How much time do we have?
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
We don't have enough time. The answer is not enough. Oh, dear God, this is difficult.
What's your top 4 favorite Halloween candies?
Oh, Reese's, and M&M's.
What about peanut butter M&M's?
Oh, peanut butter M&M's. I always forget about those. Those are nice.
I like that because you only get them on Halloween. At least I only ever get them on Halloween. Is the SpongeBob Krabby Patties?
Oh God, I hate those things.
And the gummy eyeballs.
I don't like gummy. I don't like anything in the gummy family. That's me.
I can't get this out. I'm just gonna.
Oh.
Not even like lifesavers?
No, I hate lifesavers. They get stuck in your teeth.
Gummy worms?
No, don't like gummy worms either.
What about like? Do you like Twizzlers?
No. Nothing in the gummy family. I believe I made that clear when I said it initially.
Okay.
It's not tripling down. I just don't like them. I'm not committing to a bit here. I really don't like gummies. They get stuck in your teeth. They're horribly chewy. They go bad really fast.
Well, what do you like about Halloween?
I love. Wow, I was about to say Reese's.
Real?
I don't know. I enjoy putting on a costume, I guess.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Have you seen the new one?
I haven't had any time. I have not had any time to myself, let alone enough time to see a movie.
We've got 2:19.
What do you mean?
It's minutes.
I don't have that kind of time.
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Come on. I've never carved a pumpkin this fast.
Have you ever seen Spookly the Square Pumpkin?
What the hell is Spookly the Square Pumpkin?
Well, it was my favorite Halloween when I was little.
Your favorite Halloween?
It was a Disney Junior show. And
Was it a show or a movie?
It was a movie. And every time we went to the pumpkin patch, I always looked for a square pumpkin.
Oh, that's cute. I've started to lose my place here. I'm not even done with the face. I'm not down to the mouth yet. This is going to be a mouthless pumpkin.
I keep on accidentally giving him extra stabs.
Your hand comes back out, and you don't get to decide where it goes.
This is kind of difficult.
Very, especially when you're on a time crunch. Okay. There's one eye. Oh, there we go.
1 minute.
1 minute. This was poorly planned.
Maybe you just executed poorly.
I didn't execute anything poorly. 7 minutes is not enough to carve a good pumpkin.
Well, you could have aimed for a mediocre one.
I don't do mediocre. Not when I'm trying. Mediocre is for exams.
Okay, priority.
I forget, what was the segment idea before we switched to pumpkin carving?
Science experiment.
Science experiment? What was that going to be? Are we still doing that at some point?
What was the science experiment?
It could have been a lot of things. I can't tell you.
She had no idea.
No,
She
I
didn't have a
knew.
plan.
I knew. But the whole point is that you don't know.
Was that the whole point?
You get the stuff, but you don't know how to do it.
I did ask. My one and only question was, do I have to eat anything? Because every time that we plan these, there's always something like we should drink sriracha or something.
Wait.
You can't say time and then use the saw thing.
She said time, and I'm ignoring her.
Well, this is mine.
Oh dear, no. Oh, he's not done.
Turn around, Adam.
He's
They'll
not
never
good
get to
enough
know
yet.
your artistic representation of yourself.
It's not good enough yet. I didn't have any time for the mouth. If I could have just like a minute or so left. You can see what I was going for though, right? Yeah.
So
What do you
mine
have there? I can't see that.
is he's got X eyes.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, and then he's a little stabbed.
You know what he needs? He needs.
He needs twos. Yeah.
There you go. There.
So I think we should put this outside the Fine Arts building.
We should, right after I finish my mouth.
But that's all the time we have for this evening.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out MSU Tonight on youtube.com/MSU Tonight. And good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.